Okay, gamers, welcome back to the setup and review of the previous unboxing from last week, the Factor-5, and it's old school full, and we're gonna check this out with you guys. As you'd seen earlier, we did the unboxing. Factor-5 happens to be Yobo's new Famiclone, or Nintendo game player, or whatever you want to call it, NES emulation. But we're gonna show you. It's pretty much it comes with the two controllers we had seen in the unboxing. The one zapper, or as I like to call it, the orange crazy space gun. It happens to have the. If you look at the controllers again, I'll show you the controllers close up. It's an orange controller pad. I mean, these colors kind of look like fruit snacks, but this happens to be the two turbo buttons. These are the A/B buttons: select, start, slow motion, and turbos, like I said before. Now, if you look at the system, it has like a very leprechaunish feel, so maybe you might want to pick one of these bad boys up for St. Paddy's Day. If you take a look at it, it's very simple, it's very small, very lightweight. It happens to have the one audio connection, so there's no stereo, and one video connection. And there's a DC, obviously, plug-in. So, connects pretty much to any TV that has an one AV connection, because it's really just only one connection. And previously to the unboxing, we thought that the actual Factor-5 had the built-in games, but they're not actually built in. They're actually a cartridge that gets applied when you purchase the Factor-5. Now, we factored in some time today to let you see see this cartridge. And I mean, it comes with the 5 games. You be the judge of how good they are. We're going to let you take a look at them. We'll talk about them in detail when we play them, and give it a shot. Now, the cartridge happens to look a lot, and I mean a lot, like an original Famicom, which is the family computers, aka the original Nintendo in Japan. Famicom cartridge. It's like cut down half the size. It's rounded, on the top, and short on the edges. The only difference is, as you can tell, obviously, it's that not a 60-pin connection like the Famicom cartridge. It has to be 72-pin like the Nintendo. So if you pop in your Factor-5 game cartridge, which we actually spoke with the manufacturers, and they had told us that there might be other Factor game cartridges coming out. So let's see if it's in the cards here. And let's take a look here. 5 and 1, there it is. We have 5 games. We're going to go through the games one at a time. We're going to caption directly so you can take a look at exactly what we're talking about here. Okay, so we're going to go over this Factor-5 first game, Super Motor Race. Now, Super Motor Race happens to look a lot like Hang On, the original Sega. Now, you get to choose all your crazy bikes, and choose your course, and here we go, we're off. The graphics actually look slightly colorful, kind of like actually Sega colors. It's actually demonstrating some color here, but overall, this just seems like a hang-on rip. I wasn't expecting much more than that anyway. Being in fact those 5-in-1 carts or any of the multi-carts you ever see are usually homebrews or just flash titles or on the internet or whatever. But this actually plays pretty decent. It's kind of entertaining. You like running into stuff and exploding. It's a lot of fun. So overall, I mean, it controls. It's fun for about 30 seconds, and you just feel like you're missing a little something. But for an 8-bit game, and if you've never played Hang On before, or a Super Motor Race, give it a shot. The other one is Aether Mission. Now, I don't really know what this is at all. It looks like obviously it's a top-down space shooter. Either one of us knows what it is. You can tell me. I'd love to know what clone this is. The music is awful. The sound is awful on it. You get power-ups and you run around, collecting the same power-up that just lets you shoot faster, which is kind of cool. I mean, blowing stuff up. I always like top-down shooters, and but overall, it just gets really tiresome really fast because there's about 4 or 5 main characters that do the same exact thing. I played this for a little while and realized that it's actually never comes to an end. It just keeps going. If you guys can reach a boss guy, if there is a boss guy, let me know. I've noticed also at the bottom, you can tell it's actually a live bar, so you get hit 4 or 5 times before exploding. and then reappearing as a flashing flame. And what we have next to the bat, Assault Force. This happens to be another shooter game in the Factor-5 cartridge, and it kind of looks like Cybernoid, a game that was originally on Nintendo, but this game definitely wasn't on Nintendo. So the colors are kind of cool. There is no real weapons. All you really do is fly through the stage, hitting the same guy. Almost like an R-type-ish. It's got that side-scrolling shooter R-type feel to it. But there's no real weapons and, no real power-ups. So, it's, I mean, at first glance, the game looks cool, but nothing special. So, then we go to our next title. We'll go to the Hot Gun. Now, I don't know how hot this gun is, but as you notice, the Factor-5 comes with the pack-in handgun with the orange tip, because you don't want to be mistaken out in the streets for a real gun. So, Hot Gun. Hot Gun actually is, it looks like, to me, when I play it, like a Hogan's Alley ripoff. Now, it's a little different from Hogan's Alley because you don't actually go into one room or into a setting. You're actually on that entire stage for the entire time, and the hit ratio is actually pretty cool, which I liked about it. They flash bad guys and good people at you, and the object is to make sure that the good people don't get hurt and the bad people get shot. The bad person consists of a character looking like he's holding a bottle of ketchup and a half a ski mask with something pointed at you. So maybe he's trying to hold you up with a ketchup bottle. But overall, that's who you shoot. You shoot the guy with the ketchup bottle, and you shoot the other bad guy. And you can see the other bad guy hasn't popped up yet. But when you see him pop up, sometimes there'd be 2 bad guys on the screen, 3 bad guys on the screen. You have to make sure you shoot the bad guys. The bad guys will flip over. So it's kind of like a Police Trainer-esque type 8-bit game. There's really no other stage than this one stage. I beat the first round. It just got a little faster, a little harder. But it's not a bad title. I mean, there's not too many like-it games out there, 8-bit-wise. It's fairly entertaining, and I felt like I was playing a Hogan's Alley hybrid. So out of the entire cartridge, it's pretty cool. And the next game, of course, is a total rip of, I was going to say, Bomberman. This title, which is the 5th game on the Factor-5 cartridge, offers to me, makes me feel like very uneasy with myself. This title has little eggplants running around and guys in underwears and some spinning. I'm not really sure if like that's King Tut's tomb or what, but your bomber guy has the ability to break those blue blocks, and you cannot break the yellow blocks with your bombs. Your bombs look like almost like a cylindrical mail type bomb. I'm not really sure what it is, but you can blow up the brick yellow bricks around you. You only have 2 to 3 actual segment of bricks to be able to blow up the character, so I wasn't able to get any special weapons. I made it past almost the first stage, which most people probably won't, because they'll probably be frustrated. Okay, back to more Factor-5 action. So we're going to check out the Duck Hunt, our favorite laughing dog and flying geese, and of course clay shooting action. So, supposedly the way the original Nintendo was, the light gun will be in the second port. So we're going to do similar action with this. We're going to put the original Factor-5 controllers into the port. We're going to put the light gun into here, the second port. We're going to turn it on, it turns right on. Now, we can play Game A, Game 2, Game A, B, C. So we'll press the first one, we'll press start. I think you can press start by using the trigger. One player 2, and pretty much we'll play one player game. So, oh, look at that. Man skills. So yeah, it does work with Duck Hunt. So it's pretty cool if you want to play Duck Hunt, you want to play Hogan's Alley. There also happens to be that shooting game that's on the Factor-5 cartridge, which is Hogan's Alley-esque. That's pretty much a Factor-5. Simple, new, not exactly that innovative, but it's a classic game playing system, and I'm old school, so check it out. Factor-5 Video Game Central. It's old school. See you later.